Hello everybody, this is Jordy here at Carving Fusion. So I just carved this spirit of the Viking in this cottonwood bark. So today in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I finish my piece. With this dollar store paint, we'll start off with this. Two different colors of Polish shade, Minwax, Bombay Mahogany, and black. And we got some silver and gold wax paste for his helmet to try and look like it's metal. So you can see here, I got a rune up there and I carved a rune down here. So these runes are, the one up top is Primal Creative Force Gateway. Yeah, that's what that is. And this second one here is something death, tree of life, dreaming, magic. So I thought that would be perfect for this wood spirit of the Viking. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this dollar store paint. I'm going to paint inside here, that rune. I'm going to paint inside his nose, his nostrils, and his mouth. So you guys can see there's a side view, so that's got the metal plate to cover his nose. So let's get set up and start painting. Okay, so you guys can see here I got the special Carving Fusion paint tray going on. Most of you know that I do sell these after my videos. I let the paint dry and I ship them out. I'm still trying to recuperate from that Kelvin carving that I bought. It cost me like billions of dollars. So this, I just quickly put the paint inside just to give some extra highlights when you're, excuse me, I hope that was filming. Give some highlights when you put your final coat on. So let's do this top rune here. If you guys get any paint on the outside of it, you can just sand it off, but this piece is meant to look old. It's a Viking spirit. What do you think? Yes, it's supposed to look old. Okay, so there's that one done too. And let's do inside the eyes here. It's good to blow the sawdust out first, like I didn't do, and I just did. It just gives some extra highlights when you put the final coat on. That's all. Okay, we'll do in the nostrils. And the mouth. And it's good to have the sawdust blown out of that too before you start painting, which I didn't do. So you just got to use more paint, I guess. I don't know, we just get stuff done here. Okay, so you can see that's all done. Eyes, rune, and a bottom rune, and the mouth and the nostrils. Okay, so I've decided to change the color for the beard and all up here and stuff like that because I thought the Bombay Mahogany is dark too, and I want the helmet to stick out and be the darkest. So when I do this, I always put the lightest color on first. Okay, so I got this all mixed up. Make sure you mix this up good and get your color from the bottom all mixed up inside there, okay? So I'm just going to get all this done and just take my time. You can put it inside. You got to make sure that paint's dry too on the inside. That, geez, George, speak properly. You got to make sure that water-based paint is dry because this is oil, this Minwax, and if you put oil over top of water, well, it just won't dry from my experiences, okay? So it's kind of got to get in here, be careful, right? And, okay, so I'll get all this color done, and then I'll come back and then we'll hit the helmet. Okay, so I got all the staining done of the pecan, color pecan. Don't worry about this, you can sand that off. You know, I just want to show a quick little tip. If you get spots like this, where your color sits in there, just get your paintbrush, put it on the end here, and just, you can paper towel. I don't suggest you use paper towel because, well, it leaves fuzzies. See, I'm just going to put my paintbrush in here, put it around the paintbrush, so you get a nice solid tip there, and then you can just get in there and get that extra stuff out of there. Okay, so now I'll be back. Okay, so now I've moved on to the black Bombay mahogany. And you got to be real careful because you don't want it to run down into the crack and then travel up to this side, right? So just kind of wait till the brush is kind of empty. Then that's when you get down into the bottom part, right? See, why I did the lighter color first is because if this darker color travels onto the lighter color, you could usually wipe it off. It's just what I've learned with the poly shades. Okay, so we'll get this. So the brush is kind of empty now, so I can do the sides so it doesn't run down. Because if you put ton on your brush, when you're doing the sides like this, it could run down, right? Travel and ruin your other color. But then again, what do I know? Okay, so I'll get this done, this helmet, and then I'll be back again. Okay, so you can see there the two separate colors. See how the black highlighted the ruin? And inside the eyes, the nostril, the mouth. Okay, so this poly shade's still wet. Now what I do to get different colors in my carvings, like give it a high point and low point, I use this flap sander really lightly to get different. You'll see I'll hit it quickly here. And you'll see the high points will get brighter. Just like that, see? Brighter. So I'm going to go do that first. I'm going to do the lighter color first, and then I'm going to do the helmet and make it look all antiqued. A lady in the, I believe she lives in Paris, or yeah, her name's Claire. She suggested that I put some dents in the helmet that look like it's been through battle, so there's some marks and stuff in there. And then we're going to, once I'm done that, then we're going to use this wax paste and make the helmet silver and gold looking, I hope. There's your battle holes, Claire. Battle dents. Got hit with a sword right here. Luckily he had this, saved his cheek. So now we got this silver color and this gold color and kind of a copper color. So we're going to put 3 colors on this sucker. Yes, we are. Okay, so you can see here, this is one piece and this eyebrow comes down. It's all one piece. So I'm going to do all this silver. Okay. And this mohawk silver. I'm going to do the main helmet itself, gold. And then I'll see about putting some of this copper color along the beard. What the hell? Why not? Just having fun, right? Okay, so this wax paste, Craft Smart, premium wax metallic finish, gold. Okay, this one's gold too, but you can see this one's rose gold and this one's gold. So this one's older, so I know the wax, the paste has kind of gotten pretty hard. So you got to be careful when you use this stuff, not for this gold color, but because it's pretty hard. Let me get a paintbrush hooked up and I'll be back in a sec. I won't demonstrate it that much with the gold because it's such a hard paste, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get any on my brush. I might have to use my finger, but you have to be real careful putting it on, because when it's on, when it goes on, it goes on. So you guys can see it's in there now. But yeah, like this is a lot harder than the silver. So I just kind of, like the silver will go on a lot easier than this. Yeah, so I'm going to have to use my finger for the gold because it's just... Just let me finish this gold and I'll be back for the silver. Okay, so there you can see the gold's on. So now let's get this silver cover going. And See, the stuff's a lot more, it's more like pasty. Let me get another brush going here. And so this is the part where you have to be real careful because it goes on super easy. We got the Carbon Fusion paint tray tester thing here. So let's just, like, see, I would just basically get some on there and dry brush it off. Okay, so see, there's silver. Look at that already. We don't want to put too much. We just want to make it look like an old antique battle. See how much went on right there? Oops, don't go over the gold. I get lots around the edges because then it will act as like a high point too, right? You got to think high points are brighter. Dark points are farther back. So I'll get the silver done and I'll be back. Okay, so here's our gold and silver color. It's hard to see this metallic. Well, I guess you can. So now let's just do a little bit of this rose gold along the beard and highlight these runes. And up top there too, okay? Now this rose color, I really want to make sure it's not on there too. And this is super soft, right? So get it and then put the lid back on. So I want to make sure I don't make this way too much. I want to basically dry brush this on so I'm getting most of it and just put a little bit on some tips, that's all. See how it's just barely going on there? See? I'm no pro at this. I don't freaking know what's going on. Do you know what's going on? We're just putting a little bit on it, just to give it some highlights. I'm getting it from the old paper here that I brushed it on. Okay, so we'll get a little bit more. Put some more on the paper. Put it on, so put the lid back on so this stuff doesn't harden up because, well, it sucks when it hardens up. Now let's put some good highlights around these. And up here too. Sorry. This stuff dries fast. It's just about experimenting. That's what art is, in my opinion. It's just an experiment. See how it's all dry brushed on there? Let's do some more in here. Okay, so I'll finish and then I'll be back. Okay, everyone, that's a wrap. I gotta say that I went over that rose color because I didn't like it with the regular gold color. And I went over the silver with the gold to make it look more, just worn out color. So there it is, and I put a little bit of gold inside the letter. So you gotta be really careful with this stuff. Like I said, I went a little bit too much here. But that's okay. If you don't want it to be so shiny, go get some matte spray finish and it won't be so shiny. But yeah, that's it. I like it. Just a crusty old spirit. It's been in many battles. Oops, I got a bit of silver on his nose. Who cares? Hope you all good. And you guys, like I said, it's always just an experiment. And have fun when you're doing it. Talk to you soon. Oh yeah, one more thing. Got a paint tray for sale. $46.2 billion. I need the money. Kelvin cleared my bank account.